What's up, Mountain Flyer? I'm Dain Zaffke from Easton Cycling, and I'm going to take you through our new cross-country wheels, the EC90 XC. So, brand new wheel for us, just in time for the cross-country race season, and we're fired up. This is the lightest UST wheel set on the market by a long shot. The 29er wheel that I have in my hands right here is just over 1,400 grams, and the 26-inch version is 1,285 grams. So it's a significant weight savings over some of our competitors in the UST arena. How do we do it? Well, we start with a carbon fiber rim. And it's not just any carbon fiber. It utilizes our armored ballistic composites, which is the same stuff we used on the Haven. And the Haven carbon has been an overwhelming success for us. It's nearly bomb-proof. It's something that guys are riding in rugged terrain on 6-inch travel bikes, coilover suspension, flat pedals. They're casing jumps, they're crashing, they're throwing the bike down in the rocks. And the Haven carbon has just handled it easily. It's built for that kind of abuse. So we took that same material, armored ballistic composites, and it's the material that was developed for military use. The difference is it's a lot less brittle than a typical carbon wheel. One thing that we proved with that Haven carbon is that a carbon wheel doesn't have to be fragile. That's kind of a big misconception, is that, oh, it's a carbon wheel, it's not going to hold up to impacts. Oh, if you flat, you're screwed. A wheel like this is going to hold up much better than its alloy counterpart. This isn't the only wheel in the 1,200 gram range for 26. There are other wheels that are alloy that are in that same range, but they're not nearly as strong. We do all of our testing here in-house. We tested the EC90 XC against all of the competitors in cross country. So that's every brand that we could think of, and especially all the big ones. And it's amazing how much stronger these are compared to an alloy wheel. And it's a difference that you'll feel when you're riding. They ride nice and stiff. They're not going to be super flexy. A lot of you guys are familiar with the super pinner cross-country wheels that are out there, the stuff that are winning races like the World Cups and the World Championships and the Olympics. You can't really ride those wheels on your trail bike. You have to adapt your riding style, and you don't really expect the wheels to last very long. That's not what we wanted with the EC90 XC. We wanted something that was going to hold up to hard trail riding in rugged conditions. We wanted something that was going to hold up to day after day training and then racing on the weekends. We wanted something that would hold up to season after season of hard riding. And we got it with the EC90 XC. So I'll take you through some of the features on this wheel. We start with this armored ballistic composite rim. The inner profile of this is 19 millimeters. So it's wide enough to accommodate a big 2.3 tire, or some of the 2.4 tires out there, like say a WTB Mutano 2.4. Great, that'd be a great combination for Rocky Mountain riding. Obvious benefits of the tubeless system, and it's UST. So you're not battling with rim strips, you're not battling with sealant. Straight out of the box, comes with a valve. Just throw your tire on. Most of the time you can just inflate it with a floor pump. Obviously it depends on tire, but a UST tire should inflate no problem. And you're good to go. You don't even need sealant. Another thing, these are double-butted Sapim spokes, but we didn't go too crazy on the spokes. These are 2.0 to 1.7. So they're not chain length spokes, front to rear, drive to non-drive. So it's really easy to, if you have an extra spoke, doesn't matter which spoke you break. See, if you hit a tree or something, or you get a branch stuck in your wheel and you break a spoke, as long as you have a spoke for these wheels, it'll fit. And that's a huge advantage, especially if you're traveling. Just take one spoke with you and you're good to go. Just keep in mind that the nipples are proprietary Easton. So if you are traveling, say, to a foreign country and you're doing a stage race, it'd be good to bring an extra nipple. It's super simple design, and when the thing's in the truing stand, it's going to true like a regular wheel. And it's a standard spoke, but the nipple itself is threaded internally and externally. And we do that so that we can use this riv nut system, our Easton proprietary system. And that allows the spokes to not pierce the rim bed, and that keeps a nice airtight seal. It's going to ride like a regular wheel. And thanks to the carbon rim, it's going to ride better than a regular wheel because it's going to absorb some of that trail chatter that you're used to getting from a standard aluminum rim. Some other cool things about this wheel. The rear wheel is available in several different configurations. This here is the standard quick release, but it's also available with 12 by 135 and 12 by 142 mil. The front wheel is available in standard QR or 15 by 100 for 15 QR forks. One thing worth mentioning, we did not make this wheel with a 20 mil through axle. It's not the intended use. We made these wheels for cross-country riding and trail riding, not for all mountain or free ride. That's where the Haven comes in. We have a fantastic wheel that leads the category for all mountain. That's the Haven. We really wanted to make that distinction between Haven and EC90 XC. So it's worth noting that this will not be available with a 20 mil axle. Another cool thing about these wheels, every spoke is the same length, from front to rear, drive to non-drive side. And we did that on purpose. It makes it a whole lot easier to replace spokes. If you break one in the field, this isn't anything out of the ordinary. It's a typical straight spoke. It doesn't thread in at the hub. It threads to the nipple the same way any other spoke would. They do use our proprietary nipples. This is a two-sided nipple that threads into a riv nut. So each Easton wheel is built entirely by hand from start to finish. And that's a big deal. They're not hand checked. It's not like somebody pulls it off the wheel building machine and makes sure that the tension's good and makes sure that it's straight. Every step of the way, it's human hands on this wheel. So like every wheel in the Easton line, the EC90 XC here comes with a 2-year warranty that's against manufacturer's defects or anything like that. If you have a problem with these wheels in 2 years, send them back and we'll get you covered. If you crash on them, we have a great crash replacement policy and we have great customer service. We do all of our warranty work right here in Scotts Valley in California. So generally it takes about 5 days for wheels to turn around.